An almighty rocket rumble, marking blast-off for the world's biggest spacecraft.
Imagine a rocket that can take humans to the moon and beyond, faster and more efficiently than ever before. Meet V3, the giant rocket with 9 engines, revolutionizing space travel as we know it. With its unprecedented power and modular design, V3 is poised to make space exploration more accessible and affordable, opening up new possibilities for humanity's reach into the cosmos. Join us as we uncover the groundbreaking innovations that are propelling humanity to the stars. Elon Musk reveals important information about Starship's future. In addition to the initial steps with their super heavy rocket prototypes, Elon outlined the ultimate plan for making life multi-planetary. We're working with a simple infographic here, but it contains nuanced details that convey more than Elon's verbal statements. We're looking at the intended evolution of the Starship, which is already enormous through 2 new versions, each with increased payload capacity and, as a result, thrust, propellant load, and size. Version 2 shows a slight variation from the existing prototype. It's slightly taller, with approximately 1 meter added to the booster and 2 meters added to the upper stage. That 2-meter increase in the ship stage allows for a substantial increase in propellant load, which results in an increase in thrust from 1,250 tons to 1,600 tons. This plays a significant role in boosting the overall payload capacity to over 100 tons to low Earth orbit. Aside from the numbers, we can observe some visual differences in these renderings, and these changes have been implemented intentionally, starting with the nose. Right here, there's a subtle chisel down to the tip of the nose cone, which is likely accentuated by longer and narrower wing flaps there. A similar trend is evident at the ship's base. The wing flaps protrude slightly further, and the heat shield tiles extend further down the ship's hull around the base. Below that, the interstage has been completely redesigned, providing significantly more room for ventilation during the hot stage separation. This interstage connection is more reminiscent of the Soviet-style design, similar to what was seen on the old M1. It's also evident that the booster's grid fins have been relocated downward and further away from the interstage. Educatedly guessing, these booster modifications appear to be intended to mitigate damage caused by the hot staging event, which should theoretically improve booster control during re-entry. Moving to the base of the Super Heavy, SpaceX notes that the external shield around the Raptor engines has been removed, likely a decision based on the principle of simplicity. Version 2 genuinely seems like the target baseline for a finalized edition of Starship. However, version 3 appears far larger in comparison. Judging solely by the figures Elon presented at the event, V3 stands at 150 meters, surpassing the height of the current launch tower at Starbase. The V3 ship appears nearly comical in its length, standing nearly 20 meters taller than V1. However, this aspect has been meticulously planned. Starship 3 will accommodate almost double the propellant capacity of current prototypes. Unlike V2, V3's innovative design features 9 powerful engines, expertly clustered to provide unparalleled thrust and efficiency. These engines work together in harmony to achieve unprecedented speed and payload capacity, enabling V3 to carry heavier payloads farther and faster than ever before. With a combined force of over 1.5 million pounds of thrust, V3's engines make it capable of launching massive payloads into orbit and even propelling spacecraft to the moon and beyond. Consequently, this will enable deployment of over 200 metric tons to low Earth orbit, and with orbital refilling, this 200 tons can be transported to the moon and onward to Mars. This means that V3 can support a wide range of missions, from deploying large constellations of satellites to sending crewed missions to the lunar surface, and even establishing permanent human settlements on Mars. The possibilities are endless, and V3's engines are the key to unlocking them. Admittedly, SpaceX faces a challenging path before it can realize this colossal version of Starship. Recent test flights of the V1 prototype have yet to demonstrate controlled descent, and the company is dedicated to constructing more test articles for an intensive year that will prepare the current version for utilization during the Artemis 3 moon landing scheduled for 2026. In addition, the V3 will require a more robust launch infrastructure. A taller tower is a given, but with nearly 3,000 tons of additional force at liftoff, it remains uncertain whether the orbital launch mount's new deluge system could prevent this behemoth from creating a new, unpatchable hole in the pad. Elon emphasizes that the primary motivation behind developing advanced Starship variants, aside from achieving economical feasibility, is to continually reduce the production costs of each vehicle. Musk asserts that the team is aiming for approximately $2 million per flight for a fully reusable Starship Vi-3, significantly lower than the currently projected $67 million launch cost for the Falcon 9, SpaceX's current workhorse. Hence, although it may be premature to anticipate Starship Vi-3 before V2 has been constructed, or before the prototype accomplishes its maiden landing, the notion of scaling up to such an extent while drastically reducing relative expenses is remarkable. Lunar missions present inherent hazards before even reaching the surface, but there's a major obstacle that NASA must overcome before establishing a permanent human presence on our moon, and that's the dust. Lunar regolith contains a significant amount of glassy silicates, and without oxygen or flowing water, nothing erodes or smooths the material, leaving it as coarse and abrasive as raw sand. To exacerbate the issue, the dust is electrostatically charged, hindering effortless brushing, as the particles only adhere further, inflicting more damage. Like sand, it infiltrates every crevice. Gaskets, seals, hatches, and even Apollo astronauts reported allergic-like reactions upon removing suits coated in lunar dust, leading to the term lunar hay fever. Subsequent research on this phenomenon revealed that inhaling lunar dust could lead to a plethora of respiratory ailments. Therefore, considering these factors and apprehensively anticipating upcoming Artemis crewed missions to the lunar surface, NASA has revisited a concept from the past, the electric curtain. Originally conceived by NASA engineers in 1967, this innovative idea proposed that an opposing charge could effectively repel electrostatically charged lunar dust, a method far safer than brushes or vacuums. While the agency never realized this idea for the Apollo missions, since 2004, they have been refining a contemporary version known as the electrodynamic dust shield. Employing a few strategically positioned transparent electrodes, the system engenders a gentle electric field capable of repelling moon dust from nearly every surface. Spacesuits readily come to mind, but also vulnerable solar panels, thermal radiators, and camera lenses. Tests of the EDS have been underway since 2014, when the system was integrated into 12 test panels composed of diverse materials, including modern spacesuit fabric. However, the EDS has already ventured to the moon as well. When Intuitive Machines deployed their Odysseus lander on the lunar surface in February, it conveyed a series of experiments, including several camera lenses outfitted with a prototype of the EDS. Odysseus overturned upon landing, but the IM team successfully collected data from a handful of operational experiments encompassing the novel dust shield system. Advancing further, NASA has scheduled an EDS technology demonstration to accompany a mission under their Eclipse initiative, anticipated later this year and managed by Firefly Aerospace. Lunar dust presents a seemingly minor challenge until it compromises your equipment's seals through particle infiltration, and your astronauts are afflicted with incessant sneezing. Therefore, if we are to establish a functional base on the moon or any other dusty, atmosphereless destination, systems like the EDS must be operational as swiftly as feasible. By creating an electrical barrier, the electric curtain could mitigate the harmful effects of lunar regolith, which is notorious for its abrasive and electrostatically charged nature. Reviving this concept demonstrates NASA's commitment to finding creative solutions to long-standing challenges in space exploration, paving the way for safer and more efficient lunar missions in the future. With its unparalleled power and reliability, V3 is revolutionizing the space industry and opening up new possibilities for space exploration and discovery. Whether it's launching satellites into orbit, sending robotic missions to explore the surface of Mars, or propelling humans to the moon and beyond, V3's capabilities are virtually limitless. With its unprecedented thrust and payload capacity, V3 can support a wide range of missions, from deploying large constellations of satellites to establishing permanent human settlements on the lunar surface, and even sending crewed missions to the outer planets. The possibilities are endless, and V3 is poised to play a leading role in shaping the future of space travel and exploration. As we envision the future of space travel, the emergence of Starship 5-3 represents a bold step forward in our quest to explore the cosmos. With its groundbreaking design and unparalleled capabilities, Starship 5-3 promises to redefine the possibilities of interplanetary exploration and colonization. As we eagerly await its arrival on the cosmic stage, let us continue to dream big and push the boundaries of human achievement. The stars await, and with Starship 5-3 leading the way, the journey to new worlds has never been closer. If you found this glimpse into the future of space exploration with Starship 5-3 intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest advancements in space technology. Together, let's embark on this exciting journey towards a future among the stars. Thank you for joining us.